Now, before I even start to talk about the entire process on how imagination creates reality, I want to just tell you about a little bit about Neville Goddard as a Muslim. So, if you're a Muslim right now, if you're going to see words right now that say things like, your own wonderful human imagination is the actual creative power of God within you. When you hear things like these, it's not shirk. The reason why I say that is because when you go deeper and you study what he means exactly by that, you'll realize that this aligns so much with Islam, but not just the not the mainstream Islam, and that's the thing. It's not the mainstream Islam. It's the Islam that talks mostly about the inner dimension, the spiritual dimension. And what's so funny is that when you actually go through Neville Goddard's life and you look at who his teacher was, most people say that his teacher, he himself says that he thought his teacher was Jewish. But then when you actually go deeper into it, a lot of people say that his teacher was a Sufi Muslim. And why is that? Because his name itself is Abdullah. Jewish people don't name themselves Abdullah. So he named him, his name is Abdullah. And he taught him all these things, Neville Goddard. So when I look at his teachings, I'm like, this relates so much to the spiritual Islam. And that's why I want to show you this video. But I have to make this big disclaimer because I know that this is one of those videos that I'll see a lot of comments talk about, you're just a mushrik, bro. You were out of the fold of Islam. You're not one of us anymore. All these things. But I don't care, bro. This I have to do this, man. Because I believe in this. And I believe that this is one of the most beautiful things that we've been given as human beings. And this is the power of the human being. Allah says that He presented this amana to the mountain and the sky and the earth. None was able to take it except the human being. The human being took it. But because the human being took it, he abused it. And you abused it because you don't know that you forgot that you have this power. But when you realize you have this power, now you won't abuse it. Now you'll use it to the good. So even as a, you know what? No more disclaimer, bro. You make your own conclusion, not from hearing just one word. You can watch this whole video and make your own conclusion. But let's just start. I'm not going to start from here, actually. I'm going to start from here. The way to use your imagination creatively is this. By the way, understand, bro, you have something deep within you. Like, what the heck? Listen, you have something deep within you. Allah says that He's closer to you than your jugular vein. So close to you. Now you're going to come and tell me, nah, bro, Allah's not here. Allah's all the way up there. What kind of silly thing is that? You're telling me a God is just all the way there and has no presence here? It's so silly. It's silly. This omnipotent God, Al-Wasir, is not here? Of course He's here. Of course He's here. And Allah says, like, the heart of a believing servant, neither the heavens nor the earth can contain me except the heart of a believing servant. Shams Tabrizi also said, he's like, you don't go to a synagogue to study God. You don't go to a mosque to study God. You don't go to a church to study God. You study God by looking at everywhere. But especially the true heart of a loving servant. The heart of a true lover. It's within the heart, bro. Within the heart. And then when you look deeper into it, it's your wonderful imagination. Your imagination. I understand that Allah can say kun fayakun. So kun fayakun, which means there's no time in it. And so in your imagination, you can imagine things and they happen in your mind. And then you give it enough time and the dunya is going to happen. But it's just imagine thing and it's already here in your mind. The only reason why you can't do that nowadays is because you've been destroyed. You've literally been destroyed. TikTok destroyed you. Your attention span has been destroyed. YouTube Shorts destroyed your attention span. The water that you drink, the fluoride destroyed your attention span. The food that you eat destroyed your attention span. The porn that you watch destroyed your attention span. To the point that now I can tell you, imagine an apple, a red apple. Can you do it? Nah, bro, it's too hard for you nowadays. Enough disclaimers, bro. Let's just get into it. How long is this? 5 minutes for a disclaimer? Anyway, let's just continue. Relax in a chair or on a bed and close your eyes. First, determine what it is you wish to experience. Then, in the state of complete relaxation, bring to mind the end result of what it is you desire. In other words, if you were seeking a promotion at work, the end result might be that people would congratulate you on your promotion. You might move to a larger office. You would enjoy an increase in pay. Take any one of these events and with your eyes closed, actually hear your friends congratulate you. Feel their hand in yours and as they tell you how happy they are for you. By actually feeling that you're being congratulated, your imagination will go to work to bring about that state in your inner world. You will not you need not be concerned about how this will be accomplished. Your imagination will use whatever natural means are necessary to bring it about. I am the beginning and the end. My ways are past finding out. What you do in imagination is as instantaneous creative act. However, in this three-dimensional world, events appear in a time sequence. Therefore, it may take a short interval of time to realize in the outer world what you have just experienced in imagination. After you have performed this act in your imagination, open your eyes and go about your normal, natural affairs, confident that what you have done must come to fruition in your world. Make your inner conversations conform to your imaginal act. You have planted a seed, and you will soon see the harvest of that which you have sowed. Again, he's saying is like what you do in imagination is an instantaneous creative act. It's an instantaneous creative act. Kun fayakun. That's an instantaneous thing. It's an instantaneous act. Allah literally says it. Kun fa yakun. Like it just became. Allah can say be and just it became. And now where is that power? You're telling me again, like a God is not here? Obviously, he's here. And the power is within you too. It's within you. It's not within your mind. It's within something deeper than your mind. And so this imagination power that you have within you right now, you can imagine anything, close your eyes. And by the way, the key is that you relax first. Relax. Why relax specifically? Because when you relax and you're relaxing all your muscles, you're getting into a state of Islam, a state of surrender. Now, by relaxation, you need to also become relaxed in your mind as well. So relax your mind. Like no more thoughts. No more just get into a state of stillness. Now once you do this and you're relaxed, now you can imagine anything that you want. And now you don't imagine it, for example, you don't imagine it like if you want like a bunch of money. And by the way, I'm talking about the dunya life. This is for everything, man. Everything. And I'm talking about money, but this is for everything. So if you're sick right now, for example, let's just say you're sick and you have pain in your body, well, sit down, relax everything, and just imagine yourself. Imagine yourself doing things that you would do if you were still healthy. If you were very healthy, what would you do? Now, forget what your mind's going to be telling you. Your mind or the devil is going to come and tell you this is false. The devil's going to give you waswasa, by the way. He's going to be telling you this is false. You're not healthy. You're just lying to yourself. The devil's going to tell you that, by the way. But the devil's only giving you this doubt because the devil knows that that's the most powerful thing you have, this power of attention. Now, once you do that, you sit down and you close your eyes, and then now you're just thinking, you're doing things, you're working out, you're running, you're moving, you have so much energy and all that stuff. Now, slowly, what's going to happen is that on the outside world, especially when you start to feel that, like when you're having those thoughts, and then you're feeling those thoughts and emotion combined, very powerful. It's a very powerful combination. Now, once you keep doing that, slowly, what's going to happen is that in the 3D world, you've done something, by the way, in the inner world. You've done something instantaneous in the inner world. Now, the 3D world has no choice but to conform to what you've done in your inner world. And that is why there are meditations in Islam where you sit down and you just watch the thoughts. Watch the thoughts. And this is why there's a lot of spiritual masters in Islam that say that keep your attention on the breath. Breath is the way. Focus on the breath. Because when you're focused on the breath, well, now you're here in the present moment. Understand the things I'm giving you right now are one of the most powerful things I'm giving you, bro or sister. One of the most powerful things I'm giving you. It's so powerful to the point that sadly, nowadays I see Muslim people, they start rejecting this, saying things like these things are all bid'ah and all shirk. When in reality, there is a lot of spiritual masters when you dig deeper into it. Not just from me, not just from my own videos. When you dig deeper into it, you'll see that this is the heart of Islam. This is actually, to be honest, the heart of ihsan. Islam, iman, but then there's ihsan. This is where you start walking around and you become the vortex of manifestation. Manifestation, what it means is that you're taking things from the unseen to the seen. Is it you that's doing it? No, it's not you that's doing it. It's always been Allah. And then I recommend for you to go and read things from Ibn Arabi, for example. Read things from Shams Tabrizi. Read things from Rumi himself. Read these things and just understand that these are the most beautiful things that you'll read, man. Extremely beautiful. Because now I'm teaching you how to use these things to bring about material stuff in the world. But this is not just material stuff. You'll do this. Material stuff is it's like the the hook wire, whatever it's called. It's just a small step for you to enter this world. Because when you see the material stuff actually happening, you'll realize like, wow, this is crazy, bro. But the end of it is that you'll truly get to experience God Himself. You'll go from a state of iman to a state of just knowing, yaqeen. And through this, you'll understand that the miracles that the prophets went through are not abnormal. Isra and Mi'raj is not abnormal. All these things are actually normal, which is insane. And the entire time, I thought they've been hidden from me. Like this power that these prophets had has been hidden from me. A prophets came to fulfill the will of God. To fulfill the will of God. And now you're thinking that they're far away from you just because they have a title of a prophet? Why did Allah send them as humans? Allah says that He could have just sent angels. But no, Allah wanted to send you examples. Do you see what I mean? So you have this power within you. And all the prophets, they alluded to this power. Go back to the one God. The one God. We've taken this beautiful message and we've externalized it. No, 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 no. It's just Islam. Go and pray and recite these things and do this rain dance and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. When in reality, it's deeper than that. It's way deeper than that, man. What we're seeing is the end product. But what did Muhammad ﷺ do all these years in the cave? Do you see what I mean? This is the most beautiful thing. The most beautiful thing. Divinity is within, man. Within. Not on the outside. The outside is just a reflection. But all of it is just within. And that's the thing. I'm not a sheikh. I'm not a scholar. I'm not a teacher. I want you to learn this for yourself. Dig deeper yourself. Be smart. Don't just immediately base a conclusion or an opinion. You'll go past opinions, man. You'll go past identity. You'll go past yourself when you go deep into this. And going through this beautiful rabbit hole, there's no way for you but to come out by just taking off this meat suit. Honestly, you'll just realize you're the soul, and now you'll walk through the earth as the soul, and you become the vortex. The vortex. So anyway, I'm hoping this was helpful. This is how you use your imagination, by the way. Do this once, and you'll see the power of it. But also understand that you use this almost every day. You use this every day. You just never noticed it. But if this was helpful, man, just let me know.